What's going on YouTube? DanCT860 here with another deck profile of Gravekeepers. I went to locals last Friday and I topped, I think I was third place. My last match was for first place and I ended up in third, losing. I'm not sure how or why. I think I should have got second place. I don't even remember. Oh well. But I was really excited to see myself really rise with this deck, being my second favorite deck and all, and actually doing well with it, because a lot of people don't like Gravekeepers and really hate the deck. I think it's one of my favorite decks. It's one of the best decks that Konami could have ever come up with. People don't like really prevention cards like the fucking Necro Valley here, and I think it's necessary for this particular deck because it doesn't have a strong game, like, cause there's no boss monsters that are consistent with the deck. So you know what? Why not just let them have their cards? Like, come on now. So yeah, this is my third place or whatever it is, my topped Gravekeeper deck. Let's go. 3 commandants. 3 commandants necessary. You need to get to your Necro Valley. 3 recruiter, staple. Never bring it down to 2. 3 spy, staple, basically. 2 descendant, because 2 is all you really need. 1 assailant, because assailant's really good. It really helped me with a lot of my matchups. I never faced Boojins, which I was kind of like a little upset about. The Boojin player there was actually losing, so to Madolches and stuff. It was a big show up of Madolches over there. And the card I decided to run at 3 for some reason, I don't know, I just felt like running this at 3, and I'm so glad I did. My matchups my first games went so swimmingly when I opened up more than one of these guys in a Necro Valley and like a Tomb and a Wiretap. This card single-handedly like won nearly all of my first games, just because I would bring this out, and if I had another in hand or a recruiter, and I get rid of the recruiter, I get the other one to hand. This card would like just beat over everything, not be able to get touched. They had no MSTs to get rid of my Necro Valley. If they did, I would tomb it just to keep my beaters on here, and just, oh my gosh, it was just awesome. I would side out one of them for game 2, and occasionally 2 of them, and afterwards. But I was pretty excited just because running this at 3 just won me so many games. First spells, 3 Necro Valley, of course. 2 stale. And the card that actually won me a couple games, Royal Tribute. I was on the fritz of this card because it's at 1, and I don't really like to open it late game, so. But there was actually a couple times where I opened it first game, and it just destroyed all the Madolche players. They were so sad. They even after they had such a bad reaction to this card. I would ask them if they wanted to scoop, and it was just like, nah, it's fine, because just keep playing, whatever. But they should have, because I would bring out my my heretics and I would just beat over them for game. But yeah, I would side this out every other game, but it was sad on the first games where I would draw it so late, and it would just, it would suck. Then Book of Moon, staple, basically, and Gravekeepers. 2 MSTs. I decided to go with 2 MSTs because in my locals there's not a lot of people that are expected to face Gravekeepers, I guess. So they don't really have anything in their main board for this format to combat Gravekeepers, so my Necro Valleys are pretty much safe. I side the third one and a Twister out just to deal with that and all that. But 2 MSTs worked out pretty fine for me. I would usually save them for important cards. And then 3 duality. Yeah, that's the spells. And my traps. 1 solemn, 1 torrential, 1 compulse, and 1 bottomless. Solemn's in a different sleeve because I'm running it in a different deck right now. I'll probably do a deck profile on my new deck that I made pretty soon. But yeah, those are the one-ofs. 3 Phoenix Chains. I was running this at 2 a couple weeks ago, but I decided to go with 3 because I wanted some more protection since I was running the Heretics. I wanted to make sure my Heretics stayed on board and everything. Sorry if the camera's moving too much. I don't have a tripod. But yeah, so I get protection for my Heretics and all that. That's why I'm running 2 D prisons and 1 Mirror Force, because I was expecting that D prison would be better than Mirror Force, but I don't know, that Mirror Force would have became more helpful. The times where I did need Mirror Force, it came up, and D prison did not really show up at 2 at all. Like, I don't know why. 1 wiretap and 2 tombs. I was running 3 tombs, but the weird thing was I was not drawing into it at all. I was actually drawing into it more with 2 tombs and 1 wiretap. I ran into like hands with wiretap and tomb all the time, and it was just like, oh well, I guess this is the consistency. I even tried 3 tombs with 1 wiretap, still didn't work out. But whatever. That's the main deck. And side deck, or extra deck, or yeah, let's go with the extra deck first. 1 Honor Arc. This is also in a different sleeve because I put this in my other deck along with this card too. Crazy Box, Acid Golem, Zen Mains, Mech Equip, Gaga Cowboy for game, Gemini Pearl, Skill Drain, Nightmare, Thanatos, Degen, Key Beetle, Heartland Draco, Black Ship, Pappy, and 101 or 103 Ragna Zero. I didn't go into much of my Exceeds, of course, because it's Gravekeepers. Sorry, the flash just came off for some reason. I went into Pappy like a couple times because I faced Geargia a couple times, and it was just really helpful for that. Black Ship, where I went into Heartland Draco, I went into everything else. I didn't really go into except 101. I don't think I even went into Master Key Beetle either at all. Yeah, extra deck's not really needed that much for Gravekeepers. So, side deck, 1 Shaman. Wow, this really sucks without the light. I can't even focus. Focus, come on. There we go. Yeah, Shaman. 1 Ambusher. I decided to go with Ambusher in the side deck. I would side it in against the players who were actually brave enough or smart enough to side a bunch of MSTs and Dust Tornadoes and Twisters just for my Necro Valley, and they would run through it quite a lot. I only got its effect off once because actually there was only like 2 games where they ran through my Necro Valleys. 2 games only. But all the other time I protected it pretty well, so yeah. 1 MST, you know, side decked MST. Twister, Dark Hole, because I kind of had space, and I would have main decked it, but I had the Royal Tribute in there, and it kind of basically does the same thing in a sense, getting monsters to the grave. I would have based off this tournament, I would have main decked Dark Hole over Royal Tribute, because a lot of the players there just set a monster and then set 5. I was just like, oh gosh, what the fuck? But yeah, 2 Prohibitions. I decided to go with Prohibitions for this tournament. I didn't really side them in against anything because there wasn't 2 self-reliant 1 card type decks this tournament. I did side them against my Dolces, just for the Angeli, and it really hindered them quite a bit when I played them. Skill Drain, 2 of them, because it hinders everything and I could work around it. Soul Drain, because it's still a great card. Macrocosmos, because it's a great card. Mind Crush. I'm thinking about taking this out because I totally suck it with this card. With this card, I felt like I wasn't paying attention to my games at all. I faced a Geargia player who added an accelerator, but he went for Arsenal first, and then I looked away, and then he switched for an accelerator. I saw he switched for an accelerator, and when I played this card, the next turn when he searched for another accelerator, I called Arsenal. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, why did I call Arsenal? And I remember he picked up Arsenal before. I was just like, oh no, what the hell? I'm an idiot. So, yeah, I Mind Crush, like, mind fucked me, so. And then 2 Lightning Imprisoning Mirrors, which I'm running in another deck right now. Yeah, that's basically it. Let me know what you think about my deck. Try it out. 3 Heretics was definitely great. I'm thinking of another build with another 3 Heretics, but using Rite of Spirits just to bring them back quicker and all that. And oh gosh, it was just, I don't know, it was ecstatic. I love Gravekeepers. Shout out to anybody too who loves to play Gravekeepers. Yeah, Heretic is actually my favorite card, so I was not like I wasn't feeling too doubtful to run 3, so yeah. Later, YouTube.